Part two. I just shalom, assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. All right, so I'm sorry I didn't finish explaining how I literally cured myself. It started with seeing that phrase, "As a man believeth in his heart, so is he. As a man thinketh, so is he." Um, and when I came across this book in India, it was from 1888. It talked about healing thyself and how to do it, or not how to do it really, but she was saying basically that you have to have the mind of a child, and you have to use your imagination on how to heal. There is no way to heal. You just got to use your imagination. And at the time when I read it, I still it didn't end up practicing it for maybe another year, um, after reading that. But it was in my head, like what she was talking about. And I didn't totally grasp it at the time. Like, what do you mean you have to be like a child to heal yourself? You must think like a child and use your imagination. So I guess through the experiences, finally a year later, when I was in Germany, um, I started doing yoga, and I came across that I come across the what I'd read in German, what I read in India again. I came across um, that book again, but it wasn't this time. It was in digital form, and I guess I kind of started to forget it, but I remembered it again because I had read a whole bunch of other stuff about healing your not healing yourself, but I just happened to come across that stuff, and I just happened to have a situation that I thought can never be healed. I thought I can never be healed of the eczema, um, which I had since I was a kid, since I was a child. Um, but what happened was that damn, this thing ain't working. Hold on a second. All right, I wanted to play that. Check that out. So, see that? That's a see. There's a. I'll show it again at the end. Um, anyway, so what happened was that after reading that passage again about healing yourself and that you have to use your imagination, through my experience a year later, I just started to understand things in a different way. And plus, I had learned how to do yoga at the time, so I was learning breathing exercises, and I did the breathing exercises so much that I was able to stop breathing at times for 45 minutes. Literally, just stop breathing. You don't have to breathe. And I discovered a whole lot of things with that about the body and what the body can actually do. It's really fear that probably kills us more than anything. Um, but if we could just stop the fear somehow, you could actually stop. You could actually stop trauma. You could actually stop what comes next because of the adrenaline. Um, but anyway, I, I I I did it one night. What happened one night? Finally, I was laying in bed and I just came to terms that okay, I got to use my imagination and how I'm going to do this. And literally, what I did was I imagined that there were little people inside of my blood cells and inside my walls of my veins and my organs fixing things. That's literally what I was imagining. At the same time, I was chanting to myself, "I will heal. I will heal." I said it all night. Literally, it was an all night ritual. I didn't go to sleep, um, and until the morning came, I must have fallen asleep for about an hour or two, literally. And the next part that comes, I tell you, no lie whatsoever. That exact same morning when I woke up, again, I was all night I was chanting, I will heal, while I was thinking in my head. I was thinking of nothing else. I was just thinking that my organs are going to heal, my skin is going to heal, everything is going to heal correctly, and it's going to go away. That's what I kept on imagining, and that's all I could think of. And so what happened was that I must have fell asleep towards the morning time for about an hour or two, is what I imagine. And when I woke up, um, I remember I went to the bathroom, and I was getting water from, at the time we were getting water from this mountainside, so it was literally coming out this creek. It was good water. It was the best water I ever tasted. I never tasted anything like that since. When all this bottled water stuff, that water is half dead. And I discovered something that brings it back to life about magnets and spinning the water while magnets are on the outside of the cup or something to get it revitalized. But that's another story. So anyway, I taken that water that we gotten from the creek, which was clean, crispy. It was the best water I ever tasted. I could still taste it in my mouth. The water was so rich that it when you let it dry on your skin, it felt like you had lotion on your skin. It made your skin soft again. And so I literally, what I did, I remember for some reason I had poured the water on one of my wounds where I'd scratched a lot, which was on the opposite side of my hand, of my palm. And literally, I tell you, when the water hit my skin, the scabs peeled away like it was CGI. Like I remember I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The scabs literally peeled away, and my skin was like it was healed. There was nothing there, and to this day, it's still like that. That was almost 20 years ago now, or nearly 20 years. No, I mean about what 17, 16 years ago now. And my skin is still clear since then, and I can never come back actually again because what I know inside my head. But even though I falter and I'm a hypocrite at times, I fail because I don't always use what I have in my head. I don't always use the knowledge, but that's my own fault. I can't get mad at anybody for that. But that's what happens. That's what happened then, and it never came back. It literally never came back, and that's the placebo effect. And what happened? When I was in Germany at the same exact time, there was a guy there who I told a story to, and he didn't really believe it. See, everything you're seeing on the screen there is UFOs. All this stuff was just captured in the last month. People are capturing UFOs like crazy. UFO sightings have gone up, and although you don't know it, here's some of it to show you. I've caught it sometimes. The other day I caught it. I caught something in the sky, but I wasn't able to get out my camera quick enough. But it's happening. This coronavirus, Trump, all this stuff, it's to distract you from looking up into the sky. It's just to distract you from something I think spiritual is actually happening. So it may seem to you that what you're seeing is CGI'd, but it's not. These are people with cell phones, and that's another thing about the coronavirus thing, man. If that's happening the way it's supposed to be happening, then a lot of these actors who are celebrities, they should be dying. There's no cure for it for right now. There's no vaccine. So if thousands of people already died, then why have these celebrities haven't? But, I'm not going to get back into that. Anyway, so you can heal yourself. Don't believe what they're saying about this coronavirus thing. All it's done is separating us again, and we're all I was on a train. You should see how everybody's looking at everybody. It's obvious to me. It's sad, actually, but they've achieved it again to make us all fight amongst ourselves, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to fight. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a civil war going to happen soon, because this is getting crazy. People are going shopping like crazy, and there's nothing on the shelves practically where I'm at. So I don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, you can heal yourself. Don't be convinced that you have this coronavirus thing, because it's nonsense. COVID is a Hebrew word that translates into Kobe, and from Kobe you get, just look it up. Don't trust what I got to say. Look it up. That's what I do. I look it up, and I was going to even show it to you, but Jah gave me a way out, and easier way to do it. So you see that, what you're looking at? You may think that's a movie, but that's not a movie. That's an actual footage that somebody caught of the sky. This was in India. Now, this was actually about a year ago, but he put it in there. I saw this about a year ago. Maybe not, maybe last summer, or not even somewhere in the. But what's coming out of the cloud is, if you look at the top, right here. See that right here? This ridge? That's real, yo. That's not CGI. That's not Independence Day. I've seen plenty, but I could talk about it all day, and it makes no sense. Ain't nobody gonna listen. But this is all new. Some of this stuff is new. I watch this stuff all the time, and I've never seen this stuff. Sometimes you see the same stuff over and over again, and then sometimes when it's new, you see the everyone shows it. But some of this stuff I've never seen before. But it's real. It's happening, and it's what they're distracting you from, and it's done for a reason. A lot of us didn't watch those conspiracy videos, thought that was nonsense, but this is, I feel like I got a head start in it, at least to some degree, knowing that they're really going through with this. They're really going to do this, so they're going to do it for a little time. I wouldn't be surprised if it passes in about a month and you forget about it, but there is something going on, something spiritual going on, and something, I don't know, I can't tell. There's just something weird going on, and they're distracting us from it. And it's being done for a reason. Realize that more people die in car accidents. That's the number one killer of people all around the world, where there are cars, where there are roadways. That's the number one killer, either getting in a car accident or getting hit by a car. That's the number one killer, but they don't take cars off the road, do they? They don't stop dealers from selling cars, even though it's the number one killer. But this coronavirus, it's a joke. If you believe in it, then you're gonna have it. But if you eat healthy, and you have a healthy mind, and I don't know, you just gotta know inside that it's a joke. But if you don't, then you're gonna buy into it and take the mark of the beast and get that vaccine put in you. This could turn into martial law, and they may just actually force us to take a vaccine. And I promise you, I know I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna lose it all. I mean, I pretty much all lost it all anyway, but I'm gonna lose it all anyway. And either way, you're gonna lose it all. Ain't nothing here yours. Ain't nothing here that belongs to you. But if you want to believe that, that's on you. That's on you. But I can't. I can't. But yeah, UFO sightings, they're going up like crazy. You see that? That's real. That's not CGI. That's real. This one I've seen before. I think this is in Alaska or Wisconsin or something like that. But it's happening, and I can't tell you that they're really going through with this to make people believe that they got some crazy virus in them. And yeah, people are going to die. You're going to see people, and they're going to blame it on that. And because we don't know, we're not able to discern, and we're not using our common sense concerning it, we're going to be convinced by it. So anyway, that's all I wanted to show. That was part 2, and yeah, everybody be blessed, or actually not be blessed. Everyone, I wish the best for you. Wish the best on you. I don't wish anything bad. I hope it turns out good. I hope everything I'm saying is wrong. I hope I'm just blabbering at the mouth. But you see this cloud formation? You see the thing going up in the sky? That's real. That's not CGI, folks. That's real. That's real. See, the clouds is regular now, but something was going up into the sky. They may have actually wormholes or something like that. That's what I'm seeing. Everything's going towards the middle of the sky like that. See that? That's real, folks. Believe it or not.